Here I'm going to start recording as well, because this if statement, many of you will have issue with this if statement, so it's better I am starting with recording so that other can take a look as well. Now let me show you one thing here. If you here, you can clearly see that this automate code 1, this user ID from the runtime viewer. From the runtime viewer, you can see that this username is taken. So this username is taken. If you try to re-register this user ID, it will, obviously it will not get that message, welcome to WebTools. Instead, it will get an error message, right? Now, in order to take care of this, let me do a let me open the application. So this is your WebTools application. Now let's say you want to sign up. Now when you sign up, let's say you put RIPA 2002 or 202.
Okay. 202 is already, one time I did it, so I ran it with 202.
Let's do 2002.
Alright.
Let's do password L12345.
That's right.
L12345. The remaining information, they are optional. Let me continue. Okay. Now when you remember one thing, when your registration is successful, what it will do? It will display a thank you, right?
Right.
So I'm going to copy this thank you. Can you copy this thank you for me?
Sure. You want me to just...
No, that's fine. Let me do one thing. So we know that when our registration is successful, then we get a thank you.
Right, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, let me go to your script. Let me go to your script. Here, so we know that when we are submitting the registration, if our registration is successful, then we will get a thank you here. So I'm going to remove this. I'm going to put my own checkpoint here.
Okay.
So what is this? What I'm doing? If my registration is successful, I know I will get a thank you.
Right.
So that thank you, instead of looking for something else, I'm going to look for that thank you. Okay. Now you come to your application again. $127.
You already opened it.
Where is it? I cannot see it.
I think mine one is that somehow it's by default is hide.
Okay.
But yeah.
Here, let me try to register a user. RIPA 2, we know that is already registered, right?
Right.
Now if I try to continue, okay, your password is invalid. Okay, let me put a new user ID. Automate. What is the user ID that we tried? RIPA 2002.
We use...
Yeah. Now if I try to register the same user ID,
user ID should, isn't it? It takes like the your error message was.
So I'll get a your username is taken, right?
Yes, yes, that was the issue.
Now I'm going to copy this error message. I'm going to go to your script, and here I'm going to put another web break find. What will be the text?
Like your username is taken.
Yeah, text will be this one, right? Now again here last right. Now we know that if the username is taken, we will get error message your username is taken. If the registration is successful, we will get thank you message. But let me show you here. Let me go to your parameters. So if I try to register parameter, let's say auto 101, so this will be successful, right? Now do you think if I execute your script it will pass now?
No,
Why?
because of you run the script with the username is auto101.
Yeah,
That was the question.
yeah. We are going to execute it for auto 101, but do you think if I execute this test the script will pass?
Let me see the screen one more time.
Let me try to log in. Auto 1.
It will pass. It will pass.
This,
It will
so
pass.
you are saying that the script will pass?
Right. Yeah, it will pass. It's good.
So our auto 101, if I try to log in by this user, you can see that web tools incorrect password or user ID is not valid, right? Now if I execute the script, it should be able to register this user. Is that correct?
I couldn't get it. Just
So
one.
if I execute this script, my script should be able to register that user.
Right.
But
If you run it. Yeah.
with this setup, this script will fail. Because can you see I have two checkpoint here. One is for thank you, another one is for your username is taken.
Yeah, yes, yes, yes.
So it will get that thank you, but it will not get that username is taken because this username is not taken. So it will get that checkpoint, but it will not get that checkpoint. Is that correct?
Okay. Right.
So let me execute it and let me show you actually what is happening. Can you see the thank you message? If you take a look at runtime settings, runtime viewer, it was able to register auto 101, but you can see that our script failed. And if you go to the log, can you see your username is taken, not found. But thank you, can you see successful? Thank you is successful.
Right.
But your username is taken, this is not successful. So we know that both of the checkpoint cannot be successful at a time.
Right.
if I execute it now, this time thank you will be failed, your username is taken will be successful. Is that correct?
No, if you run the same if you do, you tell you like yeah.
Now can you see? I run it again.
Thank you.
Now your
Yeah.
username is taken. This is successful, but thank you is not successful.
Yes, yes.
Is that
Now,
correct?
because you had the two criteria. Okay.
Yeah, I have two criteria. Now for the same data, if the data is good, thank you criteria will be successful. If the data is not good, your username is taken criteria will be successful.
Yes. Yeah.
Both of the criteria will not be successful at the same time.
Okay.
Now that is where we will put if condition. Now we know that if the data is good, we will get a thank you message, but we will not get your username is taken. This is the expected condition, right?
Right.
If our data is bad, we will not get thank you, but we will get your username is taken. This is the expected criteria. Now for this criteria, we do not want our test case to be failed. So what we want to do, we will be introducing here another thing. Remember, easily you can bring it here. Let me show you how easily you can bring it here. That condition.
Wait, yeah, you go to the find web page.
Yeah, I'll be putting
Yeah, find
find,
web
and
page.
here
And like you,
I'll be putting something. And can you see save count?
yeah.
I'll be putting CTR uh, counter, CTR
We get error message.
success. Okay. Now can you see this? I just
Yeah.
input that one to copy this one. Okay, so I'll be putting it here. Okay, and then I'll remove that one. I just bring that one to copy that save count. Okay, now you put the same thing here. So this is success counter, and you put it here. This is error counter, or let's say, okay, error counter. Now if you come here, right, can you see? If you execute it, let me execute it now. Now your script will not fail. Can you see your script is passing? Because, and if you take a look at the log, you will see that
Bad.
script pass. But if you come to the log, if you go up, can you see where is that line number? So you have some other step.
92?
Line number 62, right?
Right. The line number, the error message was 62.
Line number 62. Let me go to line number 62. So if I go to line number 62 here, right, can you see CTR success is 0, CTR error is 1?
Right.
That means we got the error message, we didn't get the success message, because their data is already taken, right? Now
Yes.
if you go to your parameter here, if you give auto 1 or 2, what will happen? This time if I execute it,
It will fail.
if I give auto 1 or 2,
Okay, hold on. Let me, why I'm getting too confused, let me asking. Okay, so if you do auto 1 or 2, so, auto 1 or 2 is the right. So you said if you run the script with username auto12, what will happen? That was the question, right?
Yes.
So I see it, but I'm so confused because auto username I already did in password. So I mean parameters. So if I do new one, it will pass though.
Hmm?
It's like any new user ID, isn't it should pass? Like if you do user ID, like if you don't use twice, like any new user ID, like
The script should pass. Yeah, that you are right. You are right. But here, in terms of line number 61 and 62, which one will be 1, which one will be 0?
okay. So if script should pass, then it will be then it will give you the thank you message.
Thank you, message.
So
Then
the one
CTR success will be 1.
right, the one will be one error message will be 0.
And CTR error will be 0.
Right.
So here, if you take a look in the log, right? If you take a look here, now for a good data, CTR success should be 1. CTR success should be 1. CTR error should be
Right.
0. Can you run it?
Like run means
Yeah.
oh you want me to run? Okay, I was just thinking can you run with that data? Okay.
Now, if you go to,
So it
can you go to log in line number 62?
line number 62.
Okay, here. Now, what do you see? CTR success 1, CTR error 0. See line number 65.
Yes.
Do you understand why is that? Do you understand why is that? Hello? Hello, Republic, could you hear me?
Welcome. Please enter your access code followed by the pound sign. You entered 237970203. If this is correct, press 1. To re-enter your access code, there are 2 participants in this conference. Please announce yourself.
Can get in though. I think so.
Hey, Republic, I was get disconnected from this line.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking.
Okay. So, Bhabhi, here the thing I want to make you understand. Could you understand? Like here, we got CTR success equal to 1, CTR error equal to 0. Why is that? Because our registration is successful. We got the thank you message, right?
Right.
If I
Just
execute,
switch. If
go ahead.
no, I just said like a CTR error message and it was success message. Just switch. One you get a thank you message, and if you get it like a username is taken, so it will give you the switch. If it's success, then it will give you like a 1. If if it's error, it will give you 0, right?
Yeah.
And
So if you take a look now, if you take a look at your script, on if you take a look here,
there's one with 2.
line number 62, that means it is making this value here, it is putting 0 or 1 in that one, right? Whatever you put in the set count, it is putting a value in that variable, CTR success or CTR error. Is that correct?
Right.
Okay, now I am going to let me put the if condition now. Okay, so I'm going to I'm not able to control your screen, it seems like.
Right. Do I need to send you one? Okay, let me see the control. Where did you get a control?
Give me 1 second.
No. It still shows. It shows we have a control.
Let me see. No, I cannot control your screen. It seems like I cannot do anything with your screen. Give me 1 second. I made you presenter again. Could you?
Okay, it didn't come. It didn't pop up the screen.
Okay, hold on. Did you get it
No,
now?
yeah. Excuse me.
I cannot see your screen
I
yet.
just made. Oh, you cannot see it, right?
Can you see I have set on successful message, welcome to the WebTools family, right? This is
Right.
my successful message. When your registration is successful, let me go to the application itself. Where is my application? Let me go to that application itself, WebTools application 127. This is the WebTools application, right? 127. This is the WebTools application.
Right, that is the big number.
Yeah, it seems like it is going away from my computer for something. Okay, it is so 127. So here I'm going to copy this. I'm going to run it from another browser. Let me try to run it from Chrome browser. Okay, now if I sign up, right, so what we get, like we get thank you. So let's go there. Let me go to my script. If my registration is successful, we get thank you. Let me put it thank you. Let me just make it as it was in the previous script, thank you, right? And if your username is taken, you got your username is taken. Now what I did here, can you see, if error message equal to 1, then we are displaying a output message, it is a duplicate sign up. Now can you see your error message will be 1 when you got this username is taken, right?
Right.
So we are giving a good output message, it is a duplicate sign up, right? No problem with the application. Otherwise If your successful message is 1, then we are giving sign up successful.
Right.
Is it, did you understand this?
Yeah. If that is absolutely fine. My point is I couldn't tell the what you did. I remember that one of the line was failed. So you double click, it tells you exactly which line you can add the if statement. I didn't understand which line I should add the if statement. So I did web page, find and web page all those things, but still I couldn't figure it out though.
And remember one thing, if I execute it, okay, let me have a breakpoint here. If I execute it, let me show you here in the log something. If you come to the log, now can you see here clicking on sign up. So let me execute this script and then I'll tell you what I am trying to show you. Seems like my computer is running slow here with this. Now you can see I have some think time. Can you see? It will be waiting here for 149 seconds. Can you see here? It is waiting here for this wait statement. It is waiting here for this think time 149 second 99 second, right? Can you see this, Ripabhavi? Everyone in the call?
Yes, I'm sorry, I put in the mute. Yes, I did notice that it was 109 some minutes.
What is the reason? What is the reason?
It should not be. It stop. It can move forward. It's like if we keep looking, it couldn't find it, right? Whatever it's looking for.
No. I have a think time here. Can you see? I have a manual think time here. 254 seconds. Now
Yeah, but that manual think time, you didn't add that 254 because that, as you said, you can do only 20 seconds. So that is like by default when you when you record that, it by default it came 254. That 254 is not right though.
Yeah, so we need to remove it, right?
Right.
But before I remove it, I have a 254 second think time, but it is waiting here 149 and 99 second. Why it is not waiting 254? So if I have a think time for 254 second, it should be waiting 254 second, but it is. Can you see our think time 149 second 99?
149.99 seconds.
Why?
49 seconds.
Why is that? Why it is not waiting 254 seconds?
Because of the if statement. If you look for
No.
no, but I have no clue.
So it is because of. Let me stop recording. Let me stop playing. And let me show you in the runtime settings. If you take a look at the runtime settings and think time, can you see we have 50 to 150%?
Yes, 2 minutes. Yes.
So that means 50 to 150%. That means whatever think time you have in your script, it will be a random think time from 50 to 150. It could be 50%. So 254 seconds What is the 50% of this 254 second? 120, 127, right?
Right.
So it will be somewhere random from 127 second to some higher number. So that's why it was showing like that. Did you understand now?
Yeah, but isn't it you said we need to change it 50 to 100%?
No,
Runtime set.
runtime settings, it depends on what you want. If you want to change it from 50 to 150, that's fine. It depends on like how many load you want to generate. Depending on your load, if you want to run it slowly, then you will give higher think time.
Okay. I mean, I was like my understanding was always I have to do the when I will configure the runtime setting, I have to do like a 50 to 100.
So what you do, remember here, this think time depends on if you want to generate higher transaction, higher number of transaction, you put this, you adjust this transaction. Remember when you are driving, okay, if you want to drive 80 mile per hour, you press higher gas. If you want to drive slowly, you press lower, right?
Okay.
So if you want to generate bigger number of transaction, then you put lesser think time. If you want to generate higher number of transaction, then you put small think time. If you want to generate lower number of transaction, then you put higher think time.
So always we start with like my minimum will be always 50. The maximum I can extend it, which I can do. Depending on how.
Remember me, it depends. It depends. If you mention 100,
Okay.
if you want to give 100 to 200, you can
Oh, I
do.
can do that. Okay.
Remember, it will be like how many transactions. Remember, according to the performance criteria, they will be looking for this test case. They want to generate 1000 transactions. From the other test case, they want to generate 200 transactions. Right? So you will be adjusting this time according to the number of transactions. You will be doing some mock execution, dry run, to see like to generate in 1 hour to generate 200 transactions. What is the think time I need to give?
Okay. Okay. Now it makes sense. I didn't do it. I mean, I didn't know. All I know it's only I can change 50 to 100. But now it makes much clear.
Okay. All right. So now the purpose of keeping this think time here was to make you understand that it has a like how it impact our script. Now I'm going to remove it and then I'm going to run it again. And can you
Run
see
it, okay.
I have a breakpoint here. When it will come here, it will stop here.
Okay.
Now if you take a look, line number 39, right? If I click on line number 39, can you,
1.51. Right.
so it didn't took 2 seconds, right?
No, it didn't. Yes, no.
Because
I did the random time, but
random, it will be from 50% to 150%. So 50% could be 1 second, it could be more than 1 second, right? Now can you see some of the think time again, it is 2 seconds, but it took more than 2 seconds because we have 50 to 150%. Is it clear?
yeah, it's clear. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Now you come here. Now we are in this line. We are line number 54, right?
Right.
But our average find in line number 50 and 46.
Yeah.
We have two average find in line number 46 and 50, but we are in line number 54, right? Now let me execute this line number 54. Now I have executed line number 54. That user is already taken. Now can you see that average find successful? Average find. Can you see error message 1, success message 0? Can you see this?
Right. Yes.
Now-
Error message
in which line it is showing 54, right?
Right.
But actually it is in which line? Actually it is in line number 46 and 50. Can you see? It is like this average find is only, it is effective from line number 54. When line number 54, when we are submitting this request, then it is looking for that average find. Is that clear?
Right.
Well-
One quick question, Bhaiya.
Sure.
Uh, when you find like the web page,
Uh-huh.
so if your script you have like a 4 or 5 web page find, so that means you have to change all of them.
What? Could you repeat the question, Bhavi?
Sure. I was just wondering like now that script, the script we are working on,
Uh-huh.
we have 2 web page files. But if our script has like a 4 or 5 web page files, what we are going to do? Then
So if you have 4 or 5 average find, if you have 4 or 5 average find in a script, then
right.
they are there. Like if your script is not changed, then they should be good. I'm still trying to understand your question. Could you repeat the question?
Okay. I think I will make you understand. All right. Like now we do have we have a 2 line, which is 46. Like we have one, it shows 1 web page find. 60, it shows 1 web page find.
Mhm.
One of my scripts, it shows like 4. I think 4 web page find. Like let's say 1, 5, 7, 10, like all. So my question is, so when I got the web page find, do I have to change it? The web page find?
So average find, you do not need to change it. It is
Okay.
the website. Let's say when you submit this request, line number 54, it will be either a success message or it will be your username is taken.
Error message.
So once you have the average find, once you have set up everything, next time you do not need to change anything. Was I able to answer your question? Hello?
Work on it. Because I know what you did last time. You went like a web page, you find you. I couldn't. But I understand. I think let me work on it. I know exactly where was my issue. I'll work on it.
Okay, so the summary here, can you see that this average find, it is saying that success message 0, but it is coming from line number 54. Line number, these average find, line number 46 and line number 50, they are effective only when you submit this request. When you submit this request for the registration, then you are getting success message or error message. Alright, so now you can see that if the user ID is taken, then we have the checkpoint here. We are getting error message equal to 1. If the user ID is not taken, we are getting successful message equal to 1. So here we are checking if our success message equal to 0. If we are checking if our error message equal to 0, then we are giving a, yeah, you can see that. Let me go there. This time we got our success error message equal to 1. So here we are printing a output message. Remember in BB scripting, when you did UFT, you use print to print something. So here we are using output message. Can you see? If you come here now with the timestamp, it is showing it is a duplicate. Sign up, no problem with the application. Now it will be exiting out. Your script will not fail. Okay?
So so our main concept is once we get error message, we just how we're going to handle the error message with the if statement.
Yeah, yeah.
If we just asking, if we get like a 2 or 3 error messages in the line, so we can handle with if statement.
Yeah, yeah. So let's say you are getting a different error message. Now this error message is your user ID is taken, right? If you get another error message, I already discussed it in the last class. Remember, it was
Yes, password is valid.
password,
was
right?
valid.
Password. So you can add
Right.
another WebRage find, and you can put another else if condition here. Okay.
Alright. Yes, sir. I don't know anybody having. I don't want to hold like Murad Bhai or Michael Bhai. I'll just keep asking. But I have one quick question, then I'm done.
No, it's fine, Because
Go ahead. We're still learning from your questions.
We still learn. When you ask us some questions, we're still learning, okay? That's fine. It's just helpful for us, you know that? That's
Dr.
fine.
Bhai, one quick question I have. When we do parameter,
Mhm.
so there is the option which is unique, which is sequential.
Mhm.
So unique is if you use it like you want, you cannot use it again. Like that is no. So unique and sequential, I write a note from your video. So unique is you can use only one time, right? It's unique.
So
Like I have, that is here. Like
Oh.
sometimes you remember one time you set up, you did that configuration. You did one unique and you did abort.
okay,
Like
okay. Let me yeah.
when should I use unique? And
Yeah, let me explain this situation again. Let's say we will be using unique when, let's say, in these users, okay, if you have a list of users, let me come here, let me copy everything. Now in this, out of 101, you can see line 101, but I have 100 data here. I have 100 user ID here. Out of this 100 user ID, all of them are unique. Can you see auto 101? How many auto 101 I have here?
no, there's no duplicate. They all are unique.
So if you have unique data, then you use unique. If you like, sometimes you have 101, like you have 200 users. How many users you have here? What?
Like now you have 200.
No, you have 100. You have 100 users here, right? But you need to make 200 by this 100 ID. You need to make 200 data. Now, like how many? I have 200 data now. But can you see this 200 is how many times? Twice.
Twice. Yes.
Right? Now you cannot use unique because here we have duplicate data. You got it?
So let me make it clear. So like let's say I have a script which I'm using like 10 users, 10 like a 10 like a Georgia 1, Georgia 2, Georgia 3, like like up to Georgia 10. So that will be like my unique. That is the unique. I use it one time. If I repeat it, like if I have like in the same script I have Georgia 2, Georgia 5, like couple of times, that
Yeah.
is not going to be unique anymore.
You cannot make it unique.
But
Then
my
you will
point-
your test will throw error.
Okay, so my point is, anytime I run a script, like okay, my script, I have the script, everything, I did like basing time, run time, everything is I done. So I want like there's a 500 data I have, 500 users. So if I run it with unique, so that those data, next time I cannot use it anymore, right?
Next time, like if you run it once, next time if you run it, you See, it depends on if the data is already registered. If it is a login, then you can log in by the same user multiple times. But if it is a register, like if you need to register the data, if one user ID is already registered, you cannot register it one more time, right?
Okay.
So,
That was my question.
so the summary here, let's take a look here. Let me remove all the users. Let me remove all the users here. Let me keep up to 10. I'm trying to make it more clear to you. Let me keep up to 10. Okay? Now let's say you want to execute a test with how many virtual users? 10 virtual users from the controller. Now when you put 10 virtual user, each of the virtual user will be coming here and they will be taking, let's say virtual user 1 will be taking this user ID, virtual user 2 will be taking this user ID, virtual user 3 will be taking this user ID, right? Virtual user 10 will be taking this user ID.
Right.
Now let's say by mistake you put 107 twice, right?
Okay.
Now if you have 10 virtual user, will all of the users get unique ID?
No, it's not unique. One is double.
One is double.
Number set.
Now you have a duplicate data. In this situation you cannot use unique,
Okay.
because virtual user 1 will be taking this user ID, virtual user 2 will be taking this user ID, virtual user 6 will be taking this user ID, virtual user 7 will be taking this user ID, virtual user 8, when he will try to take the user ID, he will see that this is a duplicate, then it will be an error. You got it?
Yes, yes, yes.
So if
Yeah.
you have a duplicate data, you will have to, in your data pool, if you have a duplicate data, you will have to select sequential. If you do not have any duplicate, then you can use unique.
So when you are 100% sure, like okay, like you don't have any duplicate data, everything is just 100% right, then you should use unique, right?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Any more question?
No, Bhaiya, like that was the question. I write it down just to ask you, but no.
Okay. Okay, alright. So
I have
here,
a question today.
who is talking?
এখন ভাই বুড়ো জানি নেই আমি বলছিলাম যে আমার কিছু নাই আজকে কোনো প্রশ্ন নাই
Okay, here I have Mahfuz Bhai. I know Mahfuz Bhai, you join later on. Chupki Bhabi, you join later on. We are recording this session. We have recorded this session. Whatever is useful, we have recorded this session. I will be posting it, and also if you have any question at this point, I'm not going to continue this session any longer today, but if you have any question, I can answer your question. If you have any issue with your script that you are trying, or if you want to show me anything, I can make you presenter and I can take a look at your screen. Let me know if you want to show anything. Who is talking, please? जी चुप करो
Sorry, I was like, nothing in the 5 years later, I'm Johnny here. Plus, when the code is the to electrically trigger, I had high fever, cold night.
No problem, Maybe what we did, we were trying to troubleshoot some of the issues, and most of the thing we recorded. So I'm going to post it. If you have any issue, you can go through from there, and if you have any question, you can ask me later.
Okay, thank you.
Mahfuz bhai,
I don't have that.
Alright.
Yes.
I'm still watching your video, and I don't make nothing right now. I'm still watching. Your last video, I watched it and watching again. But I need to see properly your video first. I don't, the last stuff I was missed last night. That's right.
Okay, so go through the video if you have any issue. Remember, we have previously we have one people. We have brought another people over there. Now we have two more people in Bangladesh who is working for you guys. If you need any help, let us know. We will be allocating them to you.
Okay. Okay. Now I see your video is very clear. This Roadrunner video is very clear. One by one, step by step is very good. I see video on that.
Yeah, but if you have any question, I am always welcoming you. Ask me question to understand it. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Sure. So, all right, guys. I know it is New Year, and I wish you a very happy New Year. To you and your family, and best of luck to all of you. And we'll be talking to you in the next weeks.